Well, fantastic stuff, guys. We've got a sassy new map, and the descent bot is back on test. And look, I'm pressing the jump button, and it's actually working properly. Got 20-second cooldown this time. You also may have noticed we're on the new map, which is called Ship, I think, if I remember rightly. And all the beacons are in one long line. And the problem I had with this map before was its lack of cover, and it seems that now they've added all the details in, it has lots more little kind of niches and well, much more cover is basically what I'm saying. Ooh, little log coming for me. Now, I'm not really set up for this particular map. I've just thrown everything in for testing. Oh, I messed that up. But I think the way this map's looking, and we'll get down and have a look at it properly in a sec. I really do like it. I mean, if you look at the sky just to start with, I mean, this is a really low quality device, so we're not even looking at the highest quality we could be. But having a look around, there's another ship in the distance there. And there's all sorts of little really cool features that I've noticed so far. And if you've been on the test server and you look on the feedback form, it actually shows you a little view from above, which is kind of cool. And I will get into. Oh, look at that! Moonwalk. I'm sliding down that kind of in a really cool way with my legs turned. But I'm liking the added textures they've put on so far and the colours. I realise this is obviously not the finished version. Like things like this chain will have a different colour, but what's been added I'm really liking. I can see a lot of effort has gone into this, and I did mention already that the beacons are all in a row. Now that's something that they might possibly change, but I actually quite like it because it just brings another new element to the game. Because well, there's a few. Trying to get him killed for a while. Because there's a few ways you could go about attacking this mode. This is on domination mode, not beacon rush, by the way. And so if you was in a squad, there's a few ways you could go about winning this game. I'll let you think about those. I don't really want to explain them all for you. I don't really want to be doing all the work. One thing I have done, just on this bot here, the spirals have had a 5% buff, and I was just looking at them compared to the aphids, and the spiral works out slightly higher damage than an aphid, which I thought was amusing. So if you remember how a spiral fires, you're basically gonna hit your target whatever, and an aphid is gonna fly into a building with its current flight path. So if these stats were to go live, I'm guessing you are going to see a lot more aphid spirals, and replacing those aphid patterns, because I mean, there are some very skilled aphid pattern pilots out there. Let's just jump out of this guy because he's kind of boring. I don't like that confirm screen. It doesn't pop up all the time, but I wanted to quickly show on top here we have the flamethrower, and this time energy shields block it, and I'm still trying to decide whether that's a good thing or not. Not really sure. I mean, I think the range is 350, so on something that has that short a range, I'm thinking it should really go through energy shields. Oops. Another failed jump. So yeah, on that particular point, I would say let it just go through anything. I mean, it goes through physical shields anyway, and because you're restricted to 350, and it is 350. You know, if you're at 351, you bet you're not going to hit your target. But that's a victory. Even though I didn't do anything, I was just walking around having a look at the beautiful map. But another thing I did want to quickly talk about is, and we'll try and jump into a Beacon Rush game real quick. Is this big bot here, the Raging? Oh, hang on, let me just get rid of this guy. We'll stick. I think I might stick another Raging in. Just to show you, because they've put a damage multiplier on its Bastion ability. So basically, when you put the shield up, your weapons get a boost of. I might even tell you. There we go. No, it doesn't tell you on that, but it gets the weapons, whatever weapons you put on it. I think I put Tempest on the other one, so let's put the. Oh, sorry, forgive me. Oh no, the range is 3. Yeah, the range is 250. Let's try a couple of flamethrowers, or prototypes as they're being called at the moment. But I mean, you imagine the damage Thunders are going to do, especially on Beacon Rush mode. If you've got that Bastion or your shield up, if you've got that enabled, and you're putting out 50% extra damage on top of your Thunders, it's like, well, even Tempest. I mean, if you think about that in normal mode, even. You've got. Oh, I didn't realise the map is available on both modes. But you've got all that power. It's just incredible to me. So that should definitely. I mean, the bot has been given a tiny little speed buff because it's always been ridiculously slow, which is kind of why you never see them anywhere. Its only saving grace is the fact that it can climb. So let's go try find a vantage point to shoot from. I'm not sure I'll be able to get up this. It's pretty agile, but I don't think I can climb up that sort of thing. I might be able to get it from the other side. So we'll give it a little quick try. No, it's too flat. Just looking around. I'm not familiar with the map, so I want to get into position before I throw that Bastion mode up. Oh, I think that looks that object there is looking very climbable. So and that one over there. So let's give this one in front of me a little shot first. Now these guys are getting really close, so I'm not going to spend too long screwing around trying to climb stuff. Come on, get up. No, it's just not curved enough at the bottom. Okay, let's engage bastion mode. So now my weapons, I think it said they're putting out 50% extra damage, because my shield is up. Oh, I'm in bastion mode, so I'm basically shredding anything and everything very quickly. Oh, actually, we'll stay here and we'll put the mode back up. Well, I noticed I have got a guy to my right with the flamethrower, but we'll ignore him for now, because I've got such a good bead on the guy in front of me. He's right next to me now. Now, one thing I was wondering was if your map is unavailable. That's weird. Let's try and jump in down there. If your shield gets broken, say, because if you're in a rhino, for example, and your shield gets broken, the speed boost that you get while you're marching forward with your shield up, that's gone once your shield is broken. So I was wondering, if your shield gets blown off while you're in bastion mode, does the damage multiplier automatically stop working as well? So that was just a thought I had and I was wondering about. Now I'm going to stay here and try and defend this beacon. Okay, that one's being taken, so we'll jump into the DB Rhino, which is so much fun to run now because it feels so fast and agile. And if like me, you have spent a lot of time running rhinos. I mean, I've been playing for over a year now, so I've been I've run this bot a lot. In over 1,000 games at least. But now with the speed, it can flip up its shield, turn around, and its large health pool, and the weapons it can carry, it has become much more viable. The way it is now on live server, excuse me, and I'm loving it. I mean, I've only got a couple that are level 10. I mean, most of my bots are level 11 anyway, but I just love running the thing. It's because you've got the shield is really strong, especially when you consider how slow a lance is. Yes, it's got that heavy hard point on top. Prototype IQSTR, Inquisitioner, but Inquisition is a bit of a mouthful. Now, I didn't really get to say much last time because of the bug, but I think it is fantastic and it looks beautiful, and is also going to be a great candidate for future skins. If you look at the space that's on it, it just looks great and it feels great. So I am liking it. Another quick point before I finish. The classic bushy defeat. Thanks for watching.